Hello, lovely people. I have some more tarot guidance for us today. And so let's see what the cards have to say to us. All right. I'm going to pull my standard 3 cards. Okay. So, Death Reversed. So, Death Reversed is a card that is letting us know that it might be time to just pause. Because there's a lot going on and we are experiencing some feelings of stagnation, depression, anger, the quote unquote negative emotions, because things are really trying to move and we're fighting it. And there are many circumstances and reasons for that. But Major Arcana isn't about us forcing anything. Major Arcana is about us sort of letting things happen because things have been put in motion on the larger stage, and all we have to focus on is the day-to-day, the little stuff, right? This is just, stuff is happening anyway, and nothing's permanent. And the why here behind it is the 10 of Wands. So the 10 of Wands is flat out saying you're taking on too much, right? You are taking on too much responsibility. You are feeling overwhelmed and overburdened, and you're starting to get resentful about it. And there's a lot of pent up, anger about it. But you're really weary. You're really tired. You got to put some of it down. You got to put some of it down because not all of this is your responsibility, but you're taking it on anyway, right? And that's contributing to this feeling of, oh my God, what do I do? How do I make anything happen? And the reality is it's not all on you, right? You have to understand and you have to figure out what is actually in your purview, what is actually something you can do that is your responsibility. And for some of us, it means really pulling it way back and focusing on our immediate selves and our families and local communities, and for everything else just has to stop because it's outside of your ability to change anyway. So how do we do this? How do we manage it? Princess of Swords is the anchor card I pulled, the support card. So she is absolutely an invitation to get a little objective, put down the emotions, try to find a way to assess and really look objectively at what's happening and ascertain what is actually something you can do or really can't do. Because taking on what you can't affect just makes you feel burdened and angry and overwhelmed. It doesn't help anybody. It doesn't fix the situation, right? So can you find new ways to approach things? Can you think of different things? And that could be anything from, you decide you're going to take 15 minutes every day and make some phone calls, or you're going to volunteer once a week at your local food bank. It could be anything, right? You have to figure out what's appropriate for you. And for a lot of folks, it's going to be getting up and taking care of yourself and taking care of your family, making sure your kids are fed, making sure that the dog is walked, like the basics, right? You might come up with some ideas that can be put into motion, but you've got to clear this first, right? So this is not necessarily about taking action right now, but it is about thinking about new ways of going at something and coming up with actual realistic ideas that you might be able to take action on, that then when this is ready to shift, you can move forward. But you can't take action on anything if you're feeling like this, right? It's too much. So find a way, right? If it's punching bag, if it's write down what you're feeling and burn it on a piece of paper. Find a way to release some of the emotion so that you can think a little bit more objectively about your situation and how you can help without affecting your health and mental health negatively, right? Because the reality is the world needs all of us to show up whole and healthy and vibrant. And when we try to take on stuff that is not ours to take on, we're not doing that, right? So what are your talents? What are your special skills, right? Think about ways that those can be applied going forward. Because if we all do our little piece, the big stuff will take care of itself. All right. It's really uncomfortable right now. I know that. I acknowledge that. Yeah. So I hope this serves you well today, and is helpful information. If you have any questions, certainly just let me know. Otherwise, I will see you the next time.